So welcome everybody. I would like to talk once more about this regression analysis related to the quantity theory of money. So we have the growth in money supply on the horizontal axis, and on the vertical axis we have the inflation rate. So it seems to be the case that there is a positive relationship between the growth rate in money supply and the inflation rate. We have some data from the US, and each dot, like each data point, represents the average growth rate of money supply in one decade and the average growth rate of the inflation rate, like in one decade. In order to create this diagram, we, in a first step, have to compute the average growth rate of money supply. This is performed in the following way. The formula is equal to, and then in brackets, C7 divided by C6, and then I have to take it to the power of 1 over 10. And like I also put this one in brackets, the 1 over 10, and then I'm subtracting 1. So the growth rate of money supply in the year 1817 is 2.6%. We can check whether this is in line with the graph. Yes, here 1817, 2.6% growth rate. Next one, I can copy it down. That's 8% in the 1880s. Let's check 1880s, 8%. Yes, we are right. So we have the right formula here. So we can copy all the information down. Now the same for the inflation rate. So in brackets, like D7 divided by D6. And then I have to take it to the power of, in brackets, like 1 over 10. And I'm subtracting 1 afterwards. So the formula is equal to, in brackets, D7 over D6 to the power of, in brackets, 1 over 10, and I subtract the 1. Inflation rate in the 1970s is minus 3%. Yes, it's this data point here, minus 3% inflation rate. And 1880s, it should be around 0. Let's check. Yeah, it's 0% inflation rate in the 1880s. Copy all the information down. Now I'm marking the area with all the data points. So like the data points, not the labels. So I'm marking this area here. And then I say insert, einfügen, insert. This diagram, it's called Punkt XY or XY scatter diagram. I'm taking the first one, that's very important, the first diagram, and then I'm creating this diagram. Then I'm leaving the diagram, I'm clicking on one cell here, then a double click on this cell, and you get like a new menu point which is called Schnell Layout, Fast Layout, and you take layout number 9, third row, third column, layout number 9, and then you get here the information with respect to the regression equation, r squared. This is a goodness of fit measure, so it will be automatically created, the goodness of fit measure, when you use layout number 9, and then you have to format the axis. This is like the average growth rate of money supply. And then this one is the average inflation rate. Afterwards, like you have to copy paste this diagram into Word and then solve some additional questions related to this. So like this is sufficient to get full credit. And then one student asked me, like, how is it possible, like, to get these years to the data points? So we want to have some additional labels to these data points, as it is the case in the upper part of the diagram. But this is not relevant for the exam. You don't have to do it. But one student asked for it, so I will show it to this student. So I'm pressing the right mouse, and then it says Datenbeschriftung hinzufügen, add some labels. And when you click on that one, then you'll get some labels. You make another click on that one, and you get Datenbeschriftungsformen ändern, or Datenbeschriftung formatieren, the last one, Datenbeschriftung formatieren. And here there is one icon which says Wert aus Zellen, values from the cells. And when you make a check here, another diagram opens, and then you can insert like all the years, the labels, and we delete this check, we delete that check, and then we are done, and we have the years to the data points. So in the first step, like, you have to create your diagram, use layout number 9 in order to be done. And then, like, it is not relevant for the exam to put these year labels to the data. You'll not get extra credit for that. But I showed you how this is possible. So have a nice day. Bye bye. See you later in class.